What up, guys? I'm back. Where have I been? I missed 2 days in a row of the Trading to Glory daily uploads. I try to get this out every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 2 p.m. UK time, and I missed 2 days in a row. I've been slacking. Well, realistically, I haven't been slacking. On Friday, I had a game down in Tennessee. I play for my college's club team, and our region goes really far south from us, so we got to drive sometimes. And this time, it was a 4-hour drive down to Knoxville, Tennessee, and we ended up winning 5-1, which is great. But with 8 hours of driving and 90 minutes of playing, also having school that day plus homework, it just leaves no time for FIFA content creating. And then on the next day, on Saturday, I went out of town unexpectedly, so I couldn't record then either. But I'm back. I did a 9-hour stream today, had tons of content for you guys, so it's going to be a longer episode to make up for it. But in the previous video, I actually mentioned that I was going to set a very high like goal in episode 29 so that you guys couldn't hit it. And I set it at 1,000 likes, which was more than I had set a like goal yet. And you guys decided to show me up by hitting 2,000 likes on that episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, set a like goal that you guys can't hit again. I'm going to set it at 2,500 likes this time. If you guys can hit this like goal, I'll do a $20 giveaway of some sort, maybe Xbox code, PSN code, PayPal, whatever it is, to somebody who comments on this video just how many coins you guys have in this series so far. So let me know how many FIFA points you've spent and then how many coins you guys have. Hopefully it's 0 FIFA points because that's how we're doing it this year. No FIFA points, no coin buying, straight up trading. But let me know in the comments below. That's how to win if we end up hitting the like goal. But honestly, I set this like goal at 2,500 likes just to see if there is a like goal that you guys can't hit, because so far you've hit every single like goal on this series. We're 30 episodes in. There's got to be a like goal that you don't hit. 2,500. If you hit it, there's a giveaway. That's about it. Hope you guys enjoy the episode.
And I run around the town and act like I don't care. So when you see me,
what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 30 of the Trading to Glory. We've got Sokolik here from Plymouth Argyle on a snipe for 200, and if you guys are aware, there is a Scream SBC that requires Plymouth Argyle players, so getting this on a snipe is a nice bit of profit, but we've got a lot to talk about. I have been what is it? What is AWOL, AWOL, or whatever it is. I've been away for the past couple of days, and I haven't been able to upload. I haven't been able to do these SBC cheapest solutions. I haven't even been able to get on the market myself, except for being on 1 bar 3G of the companion app, which is not fun, I can tell you that much. But the market has taken a little bit of a dip, and that's what we expected. Now, I did buy a bunch of these Halloween players, so I need to catch you guys up. I picked up a ton of these Forsters and a ton of these guys, Van Dam and Bender, and I picked them a lot up off the companion app. Basically just those 3 cards, just a ton of them though. And I know I bought them for what they were going for. I wasn't able to get them on any snipes or anything. There was no deals that I was getting. It was simply what they were going for, because you can't really snipe on the companion app, especially when it takes 30 seconds to load. So, with that being said, I did unfortunately not sell Walker when he rose, and I tried to list him, and I listed him for too much. I listed him for 12 hours, didn't get on the market until the next day, and he ended up not selling, unfortunately. So we didn't get the best deal on Walker. We'll probably have to hold him until his next game, but that's fine. I'm just kind of getting annoyed with having a Walker on my transfer list. But for now, I'm holding on to these Forsters and these Benders and these Van Dams, because eventually it is inevitable that a squad building challenge is going to require these Scream cards. So with that being said, let's go and take a look at what the prices are right now. Well, everybody is probably selling these cards right now and not really looking at them. I could probably get some decent deals on Van Dam, Bender, and Forster. Right now, Van Dam's about the same price as what we got him for. Bender we were getting for around 26,000. I was going for Sven Bender, just because of the fact that he was cheaper than Lars Bender, and they're both going to be upgraded to the exact same rating. So considering that, there are some pretty good deals for Bender right now, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up a couple more of these. Right now, he's about 24,000 coins, so I'll go ahead and pick up both these cards of Bender. I've only got 200k more to spend, so I'm probably going to have to sell maybe my Ericsson for not as much profit as I wanted to and stuff like that, but there are quite a few deals on the market for these guys. So Sven Bender, I picked one up, and then we're going to go back to Fraser Forster. These are the cheapest of all of the Halloween cards, and that's why I'm picking them up. I don't really care to get any of the higher rated ones, because when it comes down to it, if we're going to need to use one of these Halloween cards for the squad building challenges, it's going to be the cheapest ones that everybody are going to be using. They're not going to bother spending more to get a couple more ratings on a frickin' Ribery, which is going to cost you about 100,000 coins, which is ridiculous. You don't want to be spending that right now. So right now, it looks like Bender is the best deal. I'm unfortunately not able to pick up as many as I want, but I'm going to be picking them up throughout the night. So let's get started. It might be a little bit of a longer episode. I can't really tell, but I do have a lot to do in this episode, so that's why I'm thinking it might be a little bit longer. I've been working on a couple of these squad building challenges to give you guys the cheapest solution. Apparently, I have this guy in my club who is actually extinct right now at 10,000 coins, so you know I'll be listing that up for 10k and figuring out a cheaper way to do this, but that's an easy 10,000 coins in the bank. I'm actually working on these new Scream SBCs. There's 4 of them. I'm going to bring you all the cheapest solutions. We're able to actually snipe a lot of these cards. I just got Clem, who's a defender from Wolfsburger AC there, and that's 6,000 coins less at least than what he goes for. So that's a nice snipe. We also got a couple of snipes from the other squad building challenges, which I will show you here in a few minutes. But it's simply, I was just refreshing. It only took me a couple seconds to get this one. I was refreshing by clicking compare price. One popped up for 700, and we were able to pick it up. So let's go back to the squad and complete it. I have finally completed these squad building challenges. Now, it took me a while because I'm trying to figure out what the cheapest solution to every single one of them are. We're going to start off with the Werewolf's Curse here. You get a 2 rare gold player pack, and I was able to do it without linking to any of the bricks except for that left back, which ends up linking with this Tigres Colombian center back. Now, remember, you don't have to go with this exact Tigres Colombian center back. You can just go with a Colombian center back from the Mexican League in general, and then he's going to get a weak link with a Colombian from the Colombian League, which we went with Perez, and then he gets a hyperlink with the right back. The hyperlink is crucial to get the center back on full chemistry. Now, you need 1 loyalty in the squad, and we got Serdar here, so search somebody from your squad. Hopefully, you have a center mid and then can just use this as a template, but we went with Serdar from Mainz. Then we linked him on a hyperlink with the Mainz right center attacking mid here, Clement, for 700 coins. Then at left center attacking mid, we went with Schonfeld for 1,000 coins, and then obviously we couldn't go with another German, so we went with this guy, Hernandez, 450 coins at left mid to get the strong link there, and everybody is on enough chemistry to get 80 chem overall. We didn't link with the Wolves attack. We didn't link with this guy on right mid. We did end up buying one of those Austrian guys from this team for 700 coins. We're just going to sell that on for about 7,000 coins for profit, and we didn't link with the Roma goalkeeper at all. But we do have 2 rare cards there. That left mid gets it out of the way if you guys wanted to go with a different Colombian center back. So let's go ahead and submit that one, and we have completed the Werewolf's Curse. Next up, we've got the Spider's Web, and this is all about hyperlinks. So at the striker position, we've got this guy. He's the only, we actually have 2 players who we did end up packing. Now remember, you don't need loyalty for this squad. No loyalty required. All you need to do is make sure everybody's in their position. So as you can see, I have a left winger here who is at left mid. You would need to put him from left mid to left wing if you went with this exact squad and bought all the players from scratch. But since I have a couple players on loyalty, I saved a little bit of coins from those position changes. I did have to get this right winger back to right, right back to right winger back. So we went with Tosun at striker. We need the hyperlink to the right mid, and that's Torre. We got for 1,500. Then our center mid is another Mainz guy here. We got for 500. Fry gets a strong link with Bungert, and then Bungert gets a hyperlink with Stefan Bell. Remember that there's a difference between a strong link and a hyperlink. A hyperlink is when they're from the same team and the same country, while a strong link could be the same team, different country, like this center back to the center mid. Then we've got a strong link between the right winger back and the center back because they are from different countries. They're Portugal and Turkey, but they are from the same team as they both play for Fenerbahce. So that completes it. We have at least 4 clubs. We've got 8 gold players and a minimum of 5 nations, as we did go with that Swiss guy there to become the 5th nation, and it does complete all of the requirements. So you don't need loyalty on that one. You get a 15k pack in return for the Spider's Web. The next squad building challenge is Terror from the Deep. You get a, what was it, a premium or an Electrum players pack, which isn't too great, but you can do this for decently cheap as long as you aren't linking it with that Morcame, I believe it is, Morcombe, something along those lines, and we only get a weak link with this Pescara. So this is the most expensive player you're going to be spending on all of the squads. He has 5,000 coins, which is quite expensive, but the rest of the squad is thankfully very cheap. We were able to get Selemani from Lorient here for 150 on bid. Obviously, it's on bid because you can't buy now for 150. Then we got Lamone also for 400 on bid. And then we've got these discard strikers. So we went right here with Menez for 550. We went with Dione for 900. And then we went with Cabela for 550. And then we've got this CDM from Hansa Rostock for 1500. As you guys can see, it does complete all the requirements there. Unfortunately, you are spending quite a bit on that right mid, so you can decide whether it's worth it or not. I probably wouldn't submit it unless I was doing it for this video, but we got Terror from the Deep now completed. Finally, we've got Lost in the Labyrinth, where you get a rare gold pack, which is a 25k pack, and it's the good 25k pack as well. This one is very, very cheap as long as you can find the right players. So up top, we went with Clint Dempsey. He's very cheap because he's a center forward, and people kind of overlook that when they're searching MLS strikers. All of those are over 1,000, but Clint Dempsey's actually quite cheap because he's only a center forward. We're going to get a strong link there with Victor Rodriguez for 650, and then the left back here for 650, Castellano. You can just go with any Spanish left back as long as it's not from the same league as any of these in the squad, like MLS or English League 3. I can't imagine there's a gold left back from Spain from the English League 3, but if there is, you can't go with him. But at goalkeeper, this was probably the biggest card for the team. It's Marco Marosi, and he's from Slovakia, and the reason he works so well is because he gets a strong link here with Wright, who we can get for 1,000 coins. He's from Wales, and he's from Doncaster here, and he's from the EFL League 1, which I believe is the 3rd Division English League, okay? So we can't go with any more players from that league, but we can get a link with Wales at right back, and it's important because it's easy to go with these English guys from these leagues, but Irish and Northern Ireland and Scotland and Wales, those are the country you need to look for, but they're all expensive right now. Wales is actually the cheapest, and since we could get a link here with Slovakia, it made it very, very easy. Our right back here is going to be Lewis from Swansea at 600 coins, and then the hyperlink is very important in the midfield. We've got our player from Flores here. He's going to be from Chesterfield in the 4th division, and then our other guy is going to be Wakefield, and that's 200 coins for each, and he's also going to be from Chesterfield there from the English 4th division. It gets 3 more chem than we even need, and it does complete all of the requirements. So that's actually one of the cheaper ones to complete, also one of the better requirements. I definitely would suggest completing Lost in the Labyrinth. The other ones are kind of iffy, especially the one where we had to spend 5k on a right mid, but let's open the packs. Now, we wouldn't have to pack too much to get our coins back, considering for the players that we ended up using, they were pretty cheap in general. Those were the cheapest solutions. We only had one squad that was over 8,000 coins, you know, so really not too bad at all. Let's start off with the Electrum Players pack. I think that's probably the worst pack out of the 4, and then we'll go ahead and build our way up to that 25k pack. Our first pack here, it's not going to be a board drop, but it is going to be a rare gold card here from Uruguay, and it's going to be Coates from Sporting CP. Not too great. I was kind of hoping for like a Jimenez there or a Godin, but then when I realized it's not a board drop, nothing really gonna be good from that pack. Next, I'm going to go ahead and open up the 2 rare gold players pack. Now, this is either a complete bust or something spectacular. There's never really anything in between with these packs. Hopefully, we can get our first board drop here, and it is not going to be a board drop. Can I get somebody like Rashford then? Spanish striker from Atletico Madrid. Probably the worst gold striker we could have gotten from Atletico Madrid, considering we could have gotten Gamero, or we could have gotten Griezmann, but we do get Fernando Torres. 2 more packs. Terrible pack luck so far. I've had terrible pack luck all year, except for the Hybrid Nations SBC. That's the only SBC that's actually given me something. So, can I at least get a board drop? Like, honestly, just give me Wesley Sneijder. It is... Oh, that got me excited. It gave me the orange smoke. But I guess that's for every pack. We get Mangala from Manchester City. Final pack, rare gold pack, the pack we've all been waiting for. Give me a board drop, EA. Come on, I deserve a board drop at this point. I deserve something. I deserve something. And they're not going to give me anything. They're not going to give me anything. France, CDM, Roma, Gonalons. As I mentioned in my video a couple days ago, we've mentioned a couple times in those Halloween videos, is that these Halloween Scream cards are likely to eventually be used in squad building challenges. And given the fact that Sven Bender is so cheap right now, I think I'm going to pick up a couple more. Now, you guys have seen my transfer list. I have got a ton of these cards already. I've got Benders, Forsters, I've got Van Dams. I've got enough. I don't know exactly how many I have. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of them so far. So, and I also paid a little bit more than I had to. I was on Companion app, as I said. But right now, they're really cheap in price, especially Sven Bender, as we get closer to Squad Battle Rewards. Now, Squad Battle Rewards is going to flood a lot of these onto the market for snipes, but ultimately, I could see them start to rise once the Squad Battle Rewards hit, because that's when a lot of people plan on buying these cards. So Sven Bender, he's about 23k right now, and I've bought him for like 24 to 25k. I've even paid up to 26k for him. But ultimately, we're investing for a squad building challenge requiring at least one of these cards. And if they were to require them, these are the cheapest ones. So all I would need is for one of the SBCs to literally require just one of the Halloween Scream cards. Just one of them. Van Damme's the cheapest one. Right now, he's about 22.5 thousand coins. I might try to pick a couple up on bid, or I might try to snipe a few as we get closer to the Squad Battle Rewards. It is about 3.5 hours until Squad Battle Rewards drops. Almost got one for 20,000 coins. But if the Squad Battle challenges or Squad Building challenges drop tomorrow, before you guys are able to watch this video, and there does end up requiring a Scream card, then it might be too late. But I would suggest going and picking up a few of these, because there's not much risk with them. Obviously, they could drop a little bit lower if there isn't any requirements for these cards. But with that being said, there could be, and there was last year. So, since there was requirements last year, I'd pick them up just in case, because you could see these cards easily double in price if there were a requirement. So that's all I'm saying. I'd say pick up a couple of them if you've got the coins. I've got 200k left. I might put another 100k towards Sven Bender cards, because I think he's going to be the best, because he'll get a hyperlink with his brother, and I think he'll have demand there, so it's a little bit safer as an investment than Van Damme, for example. I think Forster and Bender are a little bit more safe, but Van Damme is also cheaper, so there could be more profit if it ends up working out. So that's just kind of my idea there. Currently, I'm just clearing out the club of any extra gold cards we have sitting around from Squad Building Challenge rewards, because they will be dropping with the Squad Battle Rewards. Now, what you guys can expect from Squad Battle Rewards is these non-rares, they always drop in price, whether they're used for Squad Building Challenges, up for demand. I don't know what it is, but they always drop because they're so low rated, they're so common in packs in these Squad Battle Rewards. They always drop, but it's the expensive cards and those Team of the Weeks that everybody has their eyes on as investments, those always rise throughout Squad Battle Rewards. So we sold all these guys. We had a nice little profit here with some of these guys from MARQUEE and this guy from Pescar. We were able to sell out of our club because he is one of the Squad Building Challenges within these new Scream cards, because Pescar is a requirement, obviously not too much. Then we had Batolo. He was in our club there. We were able to sell him for 8,000 coins. We actually had him packed, and we actually sold one of our Pepes for 18,000. But we got a ton more Pepes to sell. I want to sell my Pepe for 18,000 or more, and that's what I'm hoping for right now. We were able to sell this guy we got for 200 for 2,500, so let's go and clear the transfer list. I've got a ton more cards to list up. We're up to 223,000 with a pretty stacked transfer list right now. I cannot wait to sell these guys and actually have a clean transfer list, all my coins liquidated. It's gonna be a good feeling. Picking up a few more of these Halloween cards, as I said. Got a Van Damme here for 20k. Want to get a couple more Benders. We are still a few hours away from the Squad Battle Reward, so I've got plenty of time, no reason to panic buy, and I'll just be picking them up whenever I see one going up for like 1 or 2k less. One more thing that I do want to do this week is actually bid on cards. Now, every single week during Squad Battle Rewards and Weekend League Rewards, I actually do bid on cards a ton, and it ends up making, you know, 1 to 2k profit per card. So this week I'm gonna go for like 50k profit at least, up to probably 100k if we do really, really well. And it's really the easiest profit you can use. I do give the Twitch subscribers a list of like 40 cards that are really good, whether they're, you know, boosted for squad battle or squad building challenges or anything along those lines. They're normally up to like 1,500 to 2,500. Last week it was really good for some Russian center backs, and people were making profit off of those. This week it could be from the Scream SBCs, anything of the sort. And essentially, all those cards normally go on bids for minimum during the Squad Battle Rewards, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're going to be looking at that again today. So that'll be towards the end of the video. I just picked up another Bender here for 22,000 coins. And the reason, again, why I'm going with Bender here, he's going to get upgraded to an 87 rated card. The cheapest 87 rated card in the game is Verratti. So Since Verratti is 30,000 coins, that's 8,000 coins more than what Bender is here. So we're basically guaranteeing ourselves at least a few thousand coin profit because people will use that Scream card in the Del Piero squad building challenge and in other squad building challenges in which you need an 87 rated card to complete in those high rated SBCs, especially even with the Harry Kane one where you need an 86 rated squad. Bender would help complete that, especially when we're getting them for 22k. And the reason I don't want to buy any more Van Dams, and I might actually sell a couple to reinvest elsewhere, is because Van Dam's only going to get upgraded to 85 rated when the Scream card upgrades come out. Sacco is a card that's going for like 29k right now. He's going to go up to 88 rated. So that's also tempting considering that Ozil is the cheapest 88 and he's up between like 40 and 50,000 coins. So that could be a good investment as well. But right now I want to focus on Bender. I don't think I'm going to sell my Forsters because he'll get upgraded to 86 rated, which would be enough to kind of hold his price at least, because the cheapest 86 is Pepe. He's about 18,000 coins. And since Forster's like, you know, maybe 24k right now, it's really not too bad. Plus he's Premier League, everything kind of fits. He'll stay his price at least. But Sven Bender and Sacco are the players I want to focus on now. I might sell the rest of my Van Dams just to reinvest because I'm kind of regretting buying my Van Dams, mostly just because of the fact that the ratings aren't going up very much for Van Dam and Forster. Van Dam is an 85 rated card. Considering that you can get 85s for like 7k right now, it's not going to hold the price up if there's not a squad building challenge. So the only thing you're banking on with the Van Dam is a squad building challenge, because even with that upgrade on Van Dam, the only thing that's getting upgraded is pace to 72, defense is going up to 82, and physical is only going up by 2. And getting a link with that is the only links are going to be really through Kompany, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Courtois, players like that, and not very many people will use that. Forster, a lot of people would use, just because he's 86 rated, he'll be in the Premier League, and since he's not too expensive, people will end up using that card. So that's just basically my thought process behind this. So when you're investing, also keep that in mind. We have been doing absolute work. Now this is our transfer list here, but let me show you the guys that I've actually sold onto the market so far. Now as you can see, I've been listing up a lot of my Pepes, because right now they're up in price. 18k is fine with me, especially because we're pretty much doubling our coins on all the Pepes. A lot of profit there. And then I listed my Ericsson for a lazy buyer. He's currently going for like 258,000. A lazy buyer actually came through and bought my Ericsson. Now I'm not making profit off that card. I actually bought it for like 2,000, 4,000 coins more. I believe it was 274k is what I got it for. So after tax, I'm actually losing like 15k, which is not good at all. But ultimately, we're actually selling it and kind of you know, making a little bit more than what we would if we actually sold him for what he goes for right now. It was a bad investment. We got unlucky with it, especially with this Team of the Year hype, this Halloween hype, this market drop. Just a little bit unlucky, and that's going to happen. Obviously, I'm not a pro trader. I'm not a perfect trader. I'm going to make mistakes. That's one of them. But overall, if you guys can take a look at the profit on our transfer list, we got Arnautovic for 30k. That's a nice profit there. But mostly the Pepes, we're making 9k per card. And then even on some of the Pepes, we're making even more. I'm selling an Arnautovic there. I already sold one Van Dam, listed another there, and then we've got a couple more Pepes on our transfer list here. And as you can see, we got some of these Pepes for 5.5k, man. We're selling that on for 18,000 coins pretty easily. We might have to relist once, but that'll be about it. Most of them sell during their first hour, even in the first couple of minutes, and it's just easy profit. Got this one for 9,600, and we're just raking in the coins right now, and there's really no point for me to hold them. They'll be in a couple of the squad battle packs, plus Miranda has actually dropped lower than Pepe, on top of the fact that when Van Dam and Forster get upgraded, they'll also be 86 rated, so there's going to be a lot more choices to go with if you're doing those Del Piero, those high rated SBCs, than just Pepe. So I could see him dropping maybe a little bit, not too much, over time, especially if there's new SBCs that require high rating, then Pepe's going to be useful. But right now he is up in price. He kind of sways between like 18k and 15k, so I'll take the 18k when he's up, and then maybe buy a couple back when he's lower. Heaton didn't sell there for 750. We'll go and quick sell that card. Right now we're at 600,000 coins liquidated, considering we have a Kyle Walker, another Pepe there, so that's another, like, we'll just go and round up to 40k. Let's say 240k there, and then count all these for 20k, so 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400,000 there. We've got another page here, which is 420, 440, 460, 480, 500, 520, 540, 560. 560, 580, 600K on the transfer list, and then another one, so 660K on the transfer list right now, and that's without the cards that are actually being listed right here. So that's a lot of coins that we could have if we sold everything right now. I'm not going to sell everything, especially the Scream cards, but that just proves how effective we've been on this Trading to Glory so far. So if it has helped you out, this series in general, be sure to drop a like on it. It would be very much so appreciated. Just went and checked the market, and honestly, 240K for Eriksson is simply too cheap, considering I could sell that for profit if I sold it for 260,000 coins, which I just sold a card for 270. Eriksson. I just sold an Eriksson for 270. So I'm going to go and pick up that 241. It's also got a Hunter card on it, which could give it a little bit more value there. But I searched once just to check his price, saw a 241, had to pull the trigger on it. Picked up my first deal of the Squad Battle Rewards, nothing crazy, just a Soccer for 29K. I'm going to hope to get him for even cheaper than that as we get farther into the Squad Battle Rewards. I want to see if I can get him on bid for maybe 28,000 once the hour is up. Obviously, it's going to take about 15 minutes for everybody to get their packs open. So in about an hour, we're going to see quite a flood of cards on bid for Scream cards, for lower rated, golds. Literally everything is going to be great on bid here in about an hour. We are about an hour into Squad Battle Rewards. I do have like 20 Scream cards on our transfer list. I've got a Sacco, a couple Van Dams, Forsters, and Sven Benders. But with that being said, there has just been a leak on Twitter, apparently. Now, this was tweeted out by Footwatch. I ended up tweeting it out after he did. But it says that there's one Ultimate Scream player, and it would give you guys like a guaranteed Scream player in as a reward. But we're not sure what the requirements would be. Now, evidently, you'd probably assume that it would require like maybe 2 Scream players to do this challenge, which would mean that these lower price cards that we invested in would skyrocket. I was expecting something like this to happen. Now, with this new leak, the cards are going to skyrocket no matter what. So what I might do is sell into the hype right now. I'm kind of iffy, maybe selling half of them, keeping half of them. But right now I'm just kind of watching cards rise. Like Sacco is rising. He's up to like 35K. Sven Bender, who we got for between 22 and 25K, is up to 30K now. And then we've got Van Dam. I only have 2 left. I actually had a lot more earlier before I sold them. Unfortunately, don't have those Van Dams anymore. I mean, still, we're making a lot of profit, but I wish I had those Van Dams. He's gone up from like 22K to like 25K already. Not too much, but still, that's profit. And then also, the Forster has gone from like 24K to 28K. So everything's rising because of this leak. Now, I'm not even 100% sure if it's like fully true or not, if this is real or if it's maybe from last year, but it's not causing any less hype on the market. There's a lot of people buying these Scream cards right now, so I'm just going to wait it out, see what happens. I don't have really too much reason to sell other than the fact that they've risen a little bit. I think that they could rise a lot more. Even if this isn't real, I do still expect something like this to happen, but honestly, it does look pretty real to me. As I mentioned, I did get Ruiz and Pereira. I also was able to get just one Cesar Navas on bid there. I might get some more later. Then we've got a whole bunch of Jardels here for about 400 coins each, which is quite nice. A couple of them getting outbid here as I have announced it on stream. So since I announced it on stream, we did get outbid on everything. But before I announced which card I was bidding on, we did get a whole bunch of them here. So Jardel, he is going for 800 right now. I can see him going for like 1,200 in the morning. So a lot of profit there. Let's go ahead and send everything to the transfer list and keep on bidding. So the last little bit that we did was send a couple of Brienzas to the transfer list. We were able to get them for between 1,000 and 2,000 coins there, and he sells for easily 3K and above. So nice profit there. Pretty successful day in general. We got a ton of these Scream cards that have risen in price, along with we also got a good deal on that Inform Eriksson that we were able to get for 241,000 coins, which has been selling for 260K on buy now already. I think I'll be able to sell for 270 plus pretty easily. But all these guys we got on bid is automatic profit. We still got a couple Pepes left, and then also that Walker, which is kind of being a little bit annoying on our transfer list, not selling when I want him to sell. But that's going to be it for today's episode. If it did help you out, or if you guys enjoyed, be sure to slap a like on the video, and also subscribe if you're new. We are nearing in on 60K, so that is absolutely amazing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.